Meanwhile, I will go through this. Here in Jenkins official document itself, you will get the most of the things will be available here in documentation only. So if I go to the Jenkins pipelines in documentation, so here these all related pipeline related things will we can able to see. So I will explain. Actually, as of now, for example, you are created one job in that you are selected the freestyle job. So in freestyle job, you can mention GitHub URL and in execute shell you are mention something. So we can do like this. But generally, from last few years onwards, then everything will be in the form of code only. So everything will be in the form of code means just you don't mention the things in the freestyle job. So you can write a one Jenkins file. So in that we need to mention the what are the things we required. So we need to write a Jenkins file. In that Jenkins file, this Jenkins file, no need to start with Jenkins file, but default file will be the Jenkins file. So you have to write a Jenkins file. In that, what you are required, then you have to mention. So this is the actual syntax. Just I will explain it. So first I will log in into the server. Then yeah, in previous classes, I have explained about how we can create the like folders. These are the folders. Then how we can move files from the actual one general any job that will you can move into this directory. These things already we have discussed in previous class. Now, these all are the freestyle jobs only. Whatever we have created inside say sales project, we have like say sample job 1 and sample job 2. These are the all freestyles. Freestyle means so you can click on job 2 for example. So here if you go to the configure, whatever things required, for example the discard old bills we are mentioned here. So after that whatever the parameters you are mentioned here. So then GitHub repository you are mentioned here. So all those things we are mentioned here in each section, in general section, whatever the required things we required, then you can. For example, if you deleted this job, then automatically whatever the things we have used in this particular job, we are not able to see. So for that purpose, actually, then using the freestyle job is not that much safe. Why? Because, for example, if we are unfortunately job is deleted, then whatever the things are there. For example, two or three things are there in the freestyle, then we can able to remember. So, for example, multiple things are there in this particular job. If you want to create again that job, then we don't know what are the things are there and in this. So in freestyle job, so these all those things we can mentioned in Jenkins file itself. So instead of mentioning here the freestyle in pipeline job, we can able to mention these all those things in one file. So how we can mention these all those things in one file? Then what you are called as like the pipeline jobs we are called as this. We can now created one pipeline sample pipeline job. So I will click on the just here, go to a dashboard, then here plus new item. So you can click on here. Then you can mention any name. Then I will mention sample pipeline job. Yeah, this is sample pipeline job. Then here you can click on this freestyle job, that is different. But now I want to click on this pipeline job. So here the so many things are there. For example, organization for here some projects if I see not only these things, so many things will be available because it is depends upon the what are the plugins if you are there. So if you have mentioned plugins, this most plugins are there, then we will get the here the something. For example, you have a folder plugins, that's why here folder is available. So you have a pipeline plugin, that's why pipeline is available. For example, if you are not mentioned pipeline plugins and all, it is not available. The Jenkins is everything is a customized tool. So whatever the things we are required, we can able to install. So for example, some projects they don't have this folder. Why? Because they are not using folder, then they don't have. So some like that. If it is all about how many things are available here, that is depends upon how many plugins we are installing. Previously, we have installed the Mercurial, that means Bitbucket. Then only we'll get the Bitbucket. Before that, we don't have Bitbucket. Similar like that, is all those things depends upon plugins only. So if you are installing more plugins, so then more features we are trying to use. Okay. So then, as I said earlier, the plugins, so many thousands of plugins are there. Don't bother about this, how many plugins are there. Just whatever the plugin is required, says you can go to the official document, what are the plugins available, and if you want to use it, you can install based on the requirements. So don't you no need to install all plugins when you are installing Jenkins. That is the background. Okay, now I want to just enter the sample job. So now I will click on this pipeline. If you observe, if I click on this pipeline job, you don't have much things in this pipeline job. Whatever the things are there in here, build. So multiple things. These all post build actions. These all those things are not available. So only general session, then advanced projects, then pipeline. Okay, only these things are available. But if you observe in freestyle, so many things are available. But why? Because this whatever the things we required, we can able to mention here pipeline. So here two things are available. One, we can able to keep our code is here itself in script. So pipeline script means we can able to keep our code is here itself. So we can have a sample pipelines also like try sample pipeline. We need to write. So hello world pipeline. Then it will a syntax of the pipeline. Here if your button here if you mention try sample pipeline, hello world pipeline, the GitHub, yeah, this pipeline which is related to the like GitHub. So this pipeline we have a Maven pipeline like that's right. So scripted pipeline. Yeah, these are the sample pipelines are there, but I don't want to use this one. So I will create from the scratch like our sam sample pipeline. I want to create it. So here, yeah, here two things are available when it comes to pipeline session. Pipeline script and pipeline script from SCM. Two sessions are available. One is a pipeline script, another one is a pipeline script from SCM. So you can, I will tell you pipeline script from SCM is later means after writing the code. Then I will use now pipeline script. So pipeline script means here you can able to keep the code, but usually don't keep the code here itself. So most of the cases will keep the in source code only. I will tell after this one. So for example, in pipeline session, everything will be two pipeline sections are there. One is a declarative pipeline, another one is a scripted pipeline. Now I am talking about the declarative pipelines. If yeah, most of the people in interviews also asking like how many pipelines are available like that. So you need to tell that like we have a scripted pipeline as well as declarative pipeline. Yeah, we have like a Jenkins pipelines are scripted pipeline as well as declarative pipeline. Then recently, most of the people are using share library also. Share library thing you required the some uh, groovy background and coding background is required if you want to write share library kind of stuff. But for declarative pipeline, you no need to learn any coding, especially. Why? Because this is everything we can able to do, go through official document and you can able to find out it. So in these three pipelines, which one is mostly using is declarative pipeline. So then this scripted pipeline is old kind of pipeline. Now most of the people are not using the scripted pipeline. So if someone is asking how many pipelines, simply you can tell like scripted and declarative. So if this interviews, they're also asking, do you have experience in shared library? No, I don't have experience in shared library. You can tell that. Okay, if you are again, if you are telling in the shared library, I had experience in shared library. Again, they will ask like how you can call the like modules and how you can use the modules and how you can write the files, and these extra questions will come. So, but better to avoid, like I know the shared library, but I didn't get a work to didn't get a chance to work on shared library. In our environment, we are not using shared library. So declarative pipeline only we are using. Yeah, in declarative pipeline, scripted pipeline, the code will be like this. It will starts with a node. The code will be started with a node. Then again, we have a stage and stage stage like this we have. This is the scripted pipeline. So scripted pipeline in interview, if they're asking like what is the difference between scripted pipeline and declarative pipeline, you have to tell like in scripted pipeline, the pipeline will started with a node. Then we have a like a different stages. Then we need to mention like in a stage. In like first stage, you can git clone. Second stage, run the maven commands. Third stage, build the Docker image. Like that, we need to tell. So I will tell in clearly in declarative pipeline each stage what we are generally doing. So same thing also we are doing in these stages also. But here it will start with a node. That is the main difference. Now here actually the syntax of declarative pipeline is not there. Then directly we'll write the declarative pipeline syntax. Yeah, here I want to write a declarative pipeline. So declarative pipeline, it will start with the pipeline. So we have to write like starting pipeline, then curly braces open and close. So if you enter one curly braces per type and enter, it will automatically come the one curly braces here and another curly braces here. The main thing is pipeline, the curly braces open, curly braces start. So then you have to mention agent any. So after that, here what is this agent any means? Here now we in Jenkins thing, we have like a master slave configurations are there. So in master slave configuration, we need to mention where we need to run our particular job. For example, here in generally in Jenkins, we have a one master server is there. What is a master server means? Wherever you are installing the Jenkins software and all. For example, whatever we have now, that is the master server. So if you want, if you attach the some other servers, so then that we are called as a slave servers. In these servers, we no need to install this Jenkins software. Only the servers will helpful to run the jobs, whatever. For example, in this master, we have 100 jobs. So if 100 jobs are running in the same server, it won't work good. So these 100 jobs configurations will be available in master only. All jobs configurations are available in master only, but maybe one job is executed here. The second job may be executed in this server, so third job may be executed in this server. So these servers, you are call it as a slave, is helpful to execute the any particular job. For example, at a time, if you are running the two jobs, or 5 jobs, this 5 jobs are running in this particular master, then it won't work properly. Then that's why some jobs, one job is running in server one job is running in server two, another job is running in server two. So then we are not here to discuss how to configure this master slave configurations. At that part we are not discussing here. So okay, I think so. That is also, as I said earlier, it is comes to an like an administration kind of work. Now I think I don't think so. Now we are getting a chance to work on this master slave configurations, and now we can set up this master slave configuration. I don't think so. In nowadays means those who are joining and they won't get, why? Because in each company already they have their Jenkins setup is there if they are using the Jenkins. So even if you are learning, then interviews also nowadays no one will ask the master slave configuration how to. Maybe out of 10, one people, one or two, one only one, just as per as observed. So asking, do you have experience in how to configure the master slave configurations? I think so. Most of the cases, just if you know the theory, that's good. But how you can configure? No need to do a time waste and time waste to practice. Then creating multiple servers and now you can configure. It's not. If you have a more than this, we have so many topics are there to learn. So, for my point of view, it's not necessary to configure the master slave. Just but to understand how it will work. That's how it will work means just how the master and slave are how connected. Okay. Yeah, comes to here why I am telling this one is, for example, here in our in I am writing a Jenkins file here. In Jenkins file, we need to mention here agent any means it will execute it in any job, any server like master server, and if you have a slave servers, it will execute. Particularly, if you want to execute it in one server, we need to mention like a server two or labels also giving some servers, even 4 servers, they are giving same label, Docker label. That means there 4 servers have a Docker thing. So Docker software. That's why we need to mention here Docker like that. So, for example, here Docker. When we are mentioned, for example, here we have a 3 servers. This server may have a label is like Docker label it as. So, for example, this server has maybe Sonar Cube label. Maybe means based on the company, they will try to give some labels to the servers. So maybe this server we can give the label. Label means what it has like that. For example, this I mentioned the Terraform. So, for example, I want to execute my job on Terraform server. Means I for my job I require the Terraform thing. So then I need to mention here maybe a Terraform. So if I mention Terraform, only my job is executed only in that particular slave server only. So if you're not mentioned, it will executed anywhere. Okay. So now pipeline agent any. Then after that we need to mention stages, curly braces open, close. Okay. Now as of now pipeline, curly braces open, close. Then we have to mention agent any. And after that stages, then curly braces open, close. So as of now, if you have any doubts, then ask anything.
No, so far.
Yeah. Okay. Now pipeline agent any stages. Then after that we need to mention stage. So here this stage name need to mention within the double quote, single quotes. Okay. In single quotes, we can mention any name. It's your wish. So I mention like a first stage, for example. First stage. I mention first stage. So in this again, I need to mention curly braces open, close. So means in first stage, this it will display like first stage. Then in this curly braces open, here again in stage we have a steps again. In stage we have steps. First in stages are there. Here curly braces open and close. The fourth it will open, it close with 11. Okay, 11th line. So in stages we have a one stage I mentioned. So here the sixth line it started the stage curly braces open. 10th line it is closes. So in stage again we have a steps. So in steps we can mention whatever. For example, this I will mention like this is my first, just echo command I mentioned. This is my first stage. So then this is only a sample job. Then how it will in this stage only it will print. This is my job is first job like that. So then I will save it. Then I will run. How it will happen? Then we will check it. So here I didn't run as of now. So simply I save. Then I will build now. It will. If you observe here, started by user, generally whoever log in, then whatever the people who is running in the job, it is displayed by the particular user only. So in your case it is showing your name, means whatever user is there. Myself is Anu is a user, that's why it started by the user. Then here actually running Jenkins in this particular workspace means whenever you are creating any in running any job, there only our workspace will be like where lib Jenkins workspace, then sample job. This is the actual workspace it will develop. So if you observe here, this is my first stage. We will mention here stage. This is the first stage. Instead of that one, we can able to see here itself also like this first stage. It is the first stage. It will take 250 milliseconds. Here, why here first stage I got? Just I have mentioned in stage like this is the first stage like that I mentioned. That's why it display like first stage. I will go to again back. I will, for example, go to configure. So here I will mention like first stage. That's why I will get the first stage. But for example, here if I mention some Hanumantrao, then it will shows like Hanumantrao. But here name, how we can mention is based on the what the things will be performing in this, and to resemble then what things we did in this, just we have to mention. So again, I will mention the stages. First stage completed. Then again, I will mention like second stage. So here stages, this is the first stage. Okay, again you have to mention stage. In this you are call it as parentheses, double general brackets you are call it as a parenthesis. So in this we need to mention single quotes. Here we have to mention like second stage. Okay, again here we'll start the curly braces open. That is the syntax what you are. This only job is there is a no use for practical in this, but only syntax how the job will like how you can write the job. Then I am explaining. So in stage you have to mention like second stage. Then again we need to mention steps. Okay. Then again you can mention echo. Okay, this is my second stage. Yeah. Then now I will do actually. So for example, save. Then if I am running now, here I will get the one more stage, that is second stage. Yeah. If you observe here, this first stage printing, whatever I am printing echo, first stage I am printing and second stage I am printing. If you observe here, then if I click on here, it will mention like first stage and second stage. So first stage it will take 123 seconds, and second stage it will take the 109 seconds. This is like average time in average stage time. Okay. Yeah. Then similar like again you can able to mention third stage also. Yeah, here like this we can able to mention n number of stages. Like not only 3 stages, can able to mention the 4 stages, 5 stages, even 10 stages also. Okay. Now I will mention stage, and again I will mention single quotes. Third stage. Again curly braces, open, close. Stage, third stage, curly braces, open, close. Here we need to mention steps, curly braces, open, close. Again here you can mention the third stage. Okay, this is my third stage. Yeah. So now I will save it. If I run this one now, build now. Yeah, I will get like first stage, second stage, then third stage. Okay. Yeah. Then as of now, this is only the skeleton, the sample job. But in this each stage, actually, what exactly we are going to do, then I will explain it. So, is there any doubt as of now? Oh. Yeah. Okay. Good. Now, I will move to my. They already mentioned. I have mentioned already. Thought I have mentioned somewhere. Mhm. Okay, 1 second. If I'm not mentioned, then I will. I didn't mention, then I will mention it. Okay, here I didn't mention. Now I will copy these things here for reference purpose. Sample Jenkins pipeline job. Yeah, then I will copy this one, the sample job, which we have written just now. Configure to here. Yeah, I will control A, control C, then again. Yeah, this is the first sample job. Then we will try to write the another sample job. Second sample Jenkins pipeline job. Okay. Now we'll create one more job. So just you can leave it this one. Again, you can create one more sample job, sample pipeline job. Just you can click on create. So now pipeline sample pipeline job 2. Okay. Now here also you can select like pipeline. So pipeline, then okay. Come down here, same pipeline script and pipeline script from SM. Just select pipeline script. So same you can mention like pipeline and curly braces open close. Again you can mention like agent any. Then again stages. can mention stages, again curly braces open close. Then here we need to mention stage. So in first stage, now I want to create, like for example, a directory. So create a directory. So I will mention like create directory. Or otherwise I will mention mm, create HR directory. I will mention anything you can able to mention. There is a no issue. Create HR directory. Then I will go to, again curly braces open close. Again I need to mention steps. So these are the basic things like a pipeline, agent, any. After that stages, we need to mention first stage. In first stage, previously just only echo command I have put. Now this time, so create HR directory, then steps. So here I will mention sh. Why I need to mention sh means if you want to create any directory, if you want to execute any script, if you want to do anything, then we need to mention sh only. So echo command, there is a no need to sh is not required. But if you want to create any directory, if you want to create any file, then we require sh. So again, in single quotes, we need to mention like mkdir, for example, the Ramesh. I will mention. So this first directory, what will it will create the directory. Then save it. You can build now. It will show some errors. MTDIR spelling mistake. MTDIR. Yeah. Pipeline, just agent any stages. In stages, I mentioned like a stage. In first stage, I will mention create a directory. Then I will create a directory. So now I will build now. Yeah. So if you observe here, create a directory. Here, whatever we are mentioned there, it will display like create a directory here, create a HR directory. So then again, I will go to config. So now we can able to see why purpose of what is the purpose of sh. Okay. Next, I want to create a file in this directory. Again, I will mention other stage, like in stage. Create or create a file. I will mention create a file in HR, create a file in HR direct. So in HR direct. So, okay, usually this stage we can mention as a short, but if you no need to mention that much long, for example. Yeah, as per as generally as possible as you have to mention smart short description. So I will mention again curly braces open close. Again I will mention steps. Again I will mention here again step. In this way, I need to mention create a any file. So I will mention first step is like sh cd single quotes cd. What I need to mention cd Ramesh. Okay, I need to go Ramesh. First, I need to mention that one. Again, I need to mention already directory is great. I need to create touch. Then text. Test curly braces open one dot like. Yeah. First, it will go to the directory. In this directory, ch Ramesh directory, it will go. Next, I will mention create a 10 files. But actually, now we'll get the some issue. Why? Because it tried to create a mkdir RMS, means Ramesh directory it tried to create. But what happened? It is already there. Is it right or not? For example, if you want to go and check it, so in same job, it tried to create, then you can click on here, then go to the workspace. It is already in this workspace, already Ramesh directory is there. Then again, if you run the same job, then it try to create the Ramesh directory again. But at that time, it shows the error. So Ramesh directory is already there. So then we need to mention here also. So initially, if Ramesh directory is there, then you can remove again, create also, you can able to mention, for example. Or otherwise, clear the workspace also, you can able to mention. Clear the workspace also, we can able to mention. Here I want to run one more jet. For example, rm-rf the Ramesh. I will delete the Ramesh. Why? Because if I'm mention, it will give an error. So rm-rf Ramesh. So it will delete the Ramesh directory. Again, it will create the Ramesh directory. Now we will enter into the Ramesh directory, creating the 10 files. Okay, is it working or not? We'll check it. So build now. Yeah. If you observe here, total Ramesh directory will created, then 10 files will be created. So if you go to here, create HR directory, then create files in HR, create file I have mentioned. So that's why create file in HR directory. So go to workspace, then you can able to check it. So go to workspace. Yeah, in workspace, you can able to see like Ramesh directory is there. I think so. We need to mention inside the Ramesh directory. We need to create. I think so. It will create it here itself. We need to create inside the Ramesh directory where it will create. It doesn't go Ramesh directory. Why it doesn't go Ramesh directory? Yeah, usually it will happen like each stage, whatever we require, then we need to create in steps wise. So and again, I will check it. Yeah, and Ramesh directly doesn't create. I usually it will create it here itself. So we'll check it. What is the wrong? Usually it need to create in Ramesh directory. Okay, CD Ramesh. So if you want to do the change directory, so we have a one functionality is that the CD change directory it doesn't work. Okay. If you want to change directory, one functionality is there. For example, you can go to here, pipeline syntax generator also. You can click on here, it will automatically open one more file. Clear, listen carefully here. If you click on the pipeline syntax generator, it will create, it will open the one more window. So if you click on this pipeline syntax, it will open one more window. So this is actually your Jenkins job. But here, whenever you click on this pipeline syntax generator, it will open one more file. So here also we have a some tool is there to create like any whatever we want. Just we can able to do the scripting here itself. If you want to write manually also in this whatever in this steps block. Some cases we need to use this pipeline syntax generator also. For example, here I want to change current directory. So maybe change current directory, you can click on here. So what is the path we need to, for example, Ramesh, we need to go. So it's generate. Yeah, we need to move the Ramesh directory. So we need to mention here the Ramesh directory we need to create here. This block we can. So change directory, which directory we need to move, then we can in directory Ramesh directory we need to mention. So I think so it will work. Okay, I will check it. Here we need to mention change directory. It will change into the Ramesh directory. So in this we need to mention this one. Yeah, actually this CD Ramesh is not working. This okay, this one is. Yeah, we are using CD Ramesh. If you want to go to Ramesh, we are using CD Ramesh, but it won't work. Now it working or not? We'll check it. Save. In the same steps, just instead of mention CD Ramesh, we'll mention the direct function. Dir is a function, okay, built-in function in Jenkins. Just that we are mentioned. So that how I know is just I will go to here, then I will paste it. Okay, so many things are there, but based on requirements, we have to use it. So don't bother. For example, here sh we are using to run particular directory any script if you want. So many things are there, but don't bother about this all those things to learn. Why? Because if you try to learn these all those things, it's not possible. Based on your requirement, just you can able to. For example, if you get any requirement, then you have to do it. That's it. Don't bother. Now we can save it and we can run it now. Build now. Maybe, yeah. Whether we are getting or not, we check it. The 10 files need to create in Ramesh directory. We go to inside, maybe it isn't. Yeah, in Ramesh directory, it will create. If you observe here, inside the Ramesh directory, we have now. Previously, it doesn't have inside the Ramesh directory. Now we have a inside Ramesh directory. Are you getting my point? Ash and
Yeah, I got you.
Pratyusha.
I was getting some error. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. You can go to syntax generator now, actually. Then you have to mention some Ramesh or something, whatever you mean. Then you can take this one in this some block you can remove it actually. So I will you can just go to here. Yeah, I will mention. Yeah, here in steps part again you can mention like directory, then whatever the directory you want to move. So inside again here you need to mention curly braces.
Yeah.
In, inside again here again you need to mention curly braces. Whatever the block we are getting here, just you can keep this one. Here we need to mention whatever we require, whatever we need to execute in this particular directory. So I will mention this one like okay. Yes.
I think
Okay.
he disconnected.
Mm,
So why are we saving that into the Jenkins? No, what is that? You are saving the code, right?
no. Here, just to push here actually. To update my amateur
Okay.
docs actually to previously I have written somewhere that's why, but if you want to visible that one, then Jenkins.m to practice, maybe if you want to try to do it.
Yeah.
This is the sample first job, the second job which we have written. Yeah. Have you still, are you getting error, or is
No,
it
no, no.
good?
I fixed it. Yeah.
Okay.
I got it correct.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put the curly braces after that new command, the
Mm.
dir command. Yeah.
Okay. Now, here actually the read file, I will tell you later, read file things. Yeah, not anything is not for now as of now. So I will again create one more job.
Like the pipeline.
Yeah, pipeline only. Index.
Okay.
Sample pipeline job 3. Okay. Same pipeline you have to mention. So okay. I think so that syntax, then again pipeline, again agent any, again stage, yeah, I will mention display my name, single quotes, display my name. Again, same stage, and again we have to mention steps. Okay, then here I will mention echo. Here, my name is dollar. Okay, I want to actually first I will hard coded my name. So, for example, Hanumantar Rao. Yeah, I'm hard coding this one first. Then I will change it. How we can change the things. So save it now. I think so. It's the same similar job which you have created earlier. First job, same syntax. So nothing will be there. Is nothing special in this job. So only one job. But here, display my job, just display. But my requirement is here. So I don't want to mention my name is hard coded here. I want to pass while running the job. So I need to mention build with parameters. So how I can mention the build with parameters? Then usually already we have seen in previous class. Then how we can mention the build with parameters. Now here how we can mention build with parameters. Okay, here in Jenkins pipeline. official document. Parameters concept is there. Yeah, parameters, I think so. Where is parameters?
Pipeline syntax, all these are there.
Yeah, here actually some parameters will come. So not this one, pipeline syntax, then using Jenkins pipeline. Okay, here maybe. Yeah. So, for example, if you want to mention any string, then we will get like this. Okay, have to take parameters. Again, curly braces to open, close, whatever we require, like any string, whatever. So I have taken this one, or otherwise just we can mention string, then whatever the name we require, name, then default value, then description. So we'll take this one, then I will modify there. Here I want to mention my parameters. So here in stages, above stages, we need to mention this one.
Okay.
In parameters, you can mention like here my name. Name is whatever we want, like then the default name, whatever we want. For example, if you don't want this, then that's also fine. Here I want to like, please enter your name. Description is please enter your name. That is a description. Then here in single quotes, again I need to mention the name only.
Okay.
Here you need to mention here dollar name.
Okay, dollar name means that doesn't define any
Yeah.
name, right?
Dollar name means it will take this one. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever it will. So here the default value I want to mention like my name. So if you are not providing any value, then it will take the default value is Anmantar. So how it will display, then after that if you want change, then we can change it. So save, I will explain it again. So save, then you can here build now it will come, but actually we should get like build with parameters. Why? Because if you are using parameters, it should get the build
Yeah.
with parameters. So build now. I think so. First time it won't get. The second time it will get like again. Now if you
Yeah.
observe here, build
Yeah,
with
build with them.
parameters. So here we build with parameters means here the name, whatever the name we are mentioned. I mentioned like name colon name na. In that name,
Yeah.
if I mention name or pet or whatever it is, that one, then please enter your name means your name. So default value I will mention Anmantarrao. So that it will take Anmantarrao only by default. So I didn't change anything. Then build now. So it will display. So my name is Anmantarrao. So then first job display my name. My name is Anmantarrao. Here, if you go to here, then whatever the name here mentioned, don't think that this name doesn't comes here.
Okay.
So, but if you are here name, if I am giving here name, you are getting confusion. Maybe I will get like mm, name or instead of a name another thing like anything if you mention like pet or not like that here I will put example, A, if I mentioned here, if I mentioned like name underscore your underscore name or your name, I will mention your name. So if we are better to hear your name. Yeah, your name. So now, so your name, it will come here. The default value, whatever we think, just you can mention here. Please enter your full name. I will mention. Then if save again, build with parameters. Okay. No, again it should come different. Wait, will I have refresh? It doesn't come again. So new values it again. Next it will take maybe second time it will take new values. I will write. Yeah, your name. Then your default name is your. Please enter your full name. So that's full name you can enable. Then your name. So build now. First time it won't work. Second, what is the wrong in this? No such property. Pipeline index. Yeah, maybe we'll check it. What is the any mistakes? Think so. There is a no. Oh, your name. Yeah, here spelling mistake. That's why it says like no properties there. That's why this name spelling mistake. Your name. Yeah. What my intention is here, if you have name, that means whatever you can able to mention it. It's not your wish. Just you need to mention the
Okay.
here name and here. So then your wish you can able to mention anything. So now it will work. Here your name. There.
For me, it is showing something error. It shows that workflow script 1 missing required section. Oh, I got it now.
Agent any your name.
Yeah, I didn't mention agent any. Yes. Mm.
Then we'll discuss tomorrow this Maven part. So after completion of the Maven, again we need to discuss about the pipelines, how we can build the Docker image and all with help of
Okay, but for me, it is not showing like build with parameters.
yeah. Second time it will show.
Second time?
Two times. First time it will give error. Second time it will show a. So you
Okay.
try second time. Then yeah, I will add this one also.
We should I mean like should we remove the hello ls in the code?
Which ls here?
The hello ls.
Where is hello? Ah, it's not like that. We can mention. That's also fine. No problem.
Okay.
That is again, it will treat it as a string only within single quotes or double quotes. Then it treated as a error. It doesn't treat it. It total whatever the value in slash or whatever doesn't matter. I think.
Yeah, it went through now. Yeah, I got it second time.
For reference also I have mentioned. Yeah, okay, okay, Pratyusha, and
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.